Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about a slew of different topics. We're going to discuss a new post that DICE made showing a new screenshot of one of the new Season 7 maps. We're going to talk about just how much time has elapsed between the last content drop and Season 7 releasing. And we're also going to talk about what I predict DICE is going to do with Season 7 in terms of how they're going to deliver us the content. So if you enjoyed the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you would like to know all about Season 7, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be covering that extensively, as well as streaming it every single day at twitch.tv/enders. Follow my stream, first link in the description. Now, the first thing I want to bring up is, do you guys know how long it's been since Season 6 released? Maybe some of you will pause the video and go look, but if you don't want to do that, don't worry, I did the math for you. If I am being very generous and nice to DICE, I'm using today's date. The date that I'm recording this video is March 9th, 2024, and Season 6 was released October 10th last year. So doing the math, that is a whopping 151 days later. But as of recording this video, Season 7 isn't actually out yet. So, more realistically, it's most likely going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 160 days between content drops, which just happens to be 43.9, or let's say 44%, of a total calendar year. So, let's just say that that is beyond unacceptable, considering the amount of content that we are expecting to get in Season 7. We're only receiving 2 new maps, it's nothing crazy, and let's be honest guys, if the Chinese leakers are correct, we're also not receiving a substantial amount of new weapons. So what have they actually been doing? And I wanted to bring this fact to your guys' attention because I think a lot of people just sort of come around for where new stuff releases for Battlefield 2042. That's what everyone does with new games. They sort of pay attention to when new stuff comes out, and they don't pay attention to the downtime in between events. And that is something that we cannot forget, because 160 days between content drops is nothing short of absolutely embarrassing and unacceptable for a AAA title, particularly considering the fact that we're not getting an astonishing amount of content in Season 7. And this brings me to my second topic in this video. How are they actually going to go about releasing this new content to us? My DICE brain that has been trained over many years of studying DICE's behavioral tendencies and experiencing them firsthand tells me that because this season is quote-unquote special and we're getting 2 maps instead of 1, they're going to drip feed us this content, meaning I don't think they will give us both new maps when Season 7 releases. I think what's going to happen is they're going to release this map in Chile, which this screenshot is of. This is a new screenshot of the map. Bit of a market urban map sort of deal. They will give this map to us initially, then they will give us whatever the second map is later in the season. And that is why they are only showing screenshots of this map in Chile and not the second map. I didn't even think we know what the second map looks like yet. In fact, I looked for screenshots just now and I couldn't find any. So why would they only be teasing 1 map if we're getting 2 maps? The answer is, we're not getting 2 maps at launch of Season 7. We're only getting 1. And if I'm wrong on this, I will actually be sort of surprised, because I genuinely think that DICE needs to sort of drip feed the content considering the unbelievable amount of downtime between content drops. And you know what the worst part about this is? Let's say Season 7 releases, and it's actually the best season Battlefield 2042 has received thus far. Obviously, that's a positive, but the bad side about that is people are going to let DICE off the hook for the unacceptable amount of downtime between seasons. That's what always happens within the Battlefield community. They bitch and moan and complain on Reddit, and then when the new season drops, suddenly all the negatives go away. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel, I keep the receipts. I don't forget what happens, okay, because I experience this on a daily basis. And if no one else is going to hold them accountable, then I will, even if the ship is sinking. And that is certainly not to say that I'm only going to focus on the negatives. No, of course not. I'm absolutely going to give them credit where credit is due, and I have done that consistently throughout 2042's life cycle. And now if you're still watching the video, you are most likely I'd say, core community member of this channel, and I really do thank you guys quite a bit. I'm going to take this opportunity for the last few minutes of this video to actually just sort of have a community one-on-one with the people still watching this content, and I think I should probably end up doing this more just to form a better connection with my community itself. I've been seeing a lot of comments recently saying that I've been like flip-flopping on opinions, and I just want to address this because it's just completely untrue. I don't flip-flop on opinions. Opinions can change. And let's use a very recent example. For instance, the visual recoil changes coming in Season 7. My initial video was made while I was extremely angry, and for a good reason, because they made an unclear statement that everyone interpreted as very bad, and I interpreted it as very bad as well. So yes, of course, I'm going to freak out about these changes. Then they clarified the statement, and I was less angry because there were very important differences between their two statements. And then people in the comment section say, well, Enders, first you complained, and now it's fine. Which is it, bro? I can't stand this channel anymore. Like, I don't know if it's me. Like, I think I'm pretty clear with how I speak. Maybe it's not my fault or something, but like, I thought I was pretty clear with both of the videos. They made a bad statement, then they clarified the statement, and it was less bad, so my opinion changed as a result. Another example of this would be my sort of change of opinion regarding Battle Royale in Battlefield 2042. Now, I understand people are going to have their own opinion about subjects. My own opinion now is, I think a Battle Royale would definitely be good for Battlefield, and actually if you do some digging on my channel, I said way back in some BF5 videos the same thing about Battle Royales. So if you want to do some digging, those videos are well over 3 years old at this point, but the same opinion is there. A Battle Royale, in my opinion, for Battlefield would of course be very successful if the execution is there. Simultaneously, though, I am absolutely aware that it's perhaps not the best thing for Battlefield to do right now, and I completely understand the concerns and the comments from people stating that they don't want Battlefield to add a Battle Royale in the next game because they feel they need to focus on the multiplayer instead of something like that. And I actually do agree with you, but I also think that there's no excuses anymore. This is a multi-billion-dollar, extremely well-funded sort of operation going on here, and I don't think there's any excuse for them not to be able to focus on the multiplayer and a Battle Royale, especially considering the backing from EA and the multiple studios under the control of EA. Generally, I just feel like we need to stop acting like DICE is a small indie developer, like I see commented multiple times on so many other Battlefield channels, and we need to treat them like what they are. An extremely well-funded AAA developer that pays their devs tens of thousands of dollars a year to do their job, and they need to deliver for once, alright? I'm not budging my standards just because DICE makes garbage games. They need to figure it out. So don't worry, guys. I am certainly not delusional when it comes to Battlefield, as I've seen some people call me in my comment section. I am still, in my opinion, very fair when it comes to Battlefield. I look at things from an objective standpoint as best as I can, and I try to form an opinion based on the information that I have. That's really all I can do. So with that, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will be covering Season 7 extensively, as well as streaming it every single day at twitch.tv/enders. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join the Discord. All links are in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.